Okay, this is the seal of Saturn. We all know what it looks like. It's on its side. I've been showing you guys this now for well over a year. Some of you guys 2 years. So let's see what this thing really is. You're going to be surprised. If we take the seal of Saturn and we turn it on its side and we run a line right through the middle of it, this is going to transform itself into something completely different. It's also going to explain to you, probably within the 90% range, maybe even 99% range, who was really behind the Manson murders. So let's take a look what this changes from when I literally connect the dots. And as you'll see, they're multicolored dots, and this is going to transfer itself into something to be very telling about a specific group of people, or at least the people that claim to own this symbol. Madonna, y'all actually use it a lot. All of these Hollywood shitheads. And oh, by the way, fuck Whitney Houston. I could care less if that broad is dead. It's one less of the tools of the Illuminati that were used against us by using music to get people to do illicit things and telling people that all I want to do is dance with somebody and life is a party. Life is not a party. Life is depressing, and it's hard enough without some fuckface getting in the way, perverting your kids, and telling you that life is fine and you don't have any responsibilities, and screw everybody. So screw her. I'm glad she's dead. Oh, I know. You shouldn't talk like that. That's terrible. Oh, poor you. Oh, she was such a good person. She wasn't a good person. She was a scumbag. How the fuck do you think she wound up involved in all of that crap? Okay, back on track now. Now we see all the little colors that are connected. Then we connect them, and what do we have? We have 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what is this strange-looking thing that we're looking at that comes from the seal of Saturn? What is this magical mystery creature that Madonna continually bitches and screams about and says how wonderful it is, and she has to take her 4-year-old kids to learn how to do it? And the answer is, it is the Kabbalistic tree of life. And as you look in the, from your viewpoint, if you look in the upper left hand of your left hand, you'll see that big black circle right there. That's Saturn. See, and that's called Binah. That's Saturn. See, the top one is the real creator, but they don't worry about that guy because he ain't got nothing to do with it. It's only the black one that they care about. See the guy right there, the black one? That's Binah. That's Saturn. That's the one that gets all the praise down here. That's the bitch. That's the female. Excuse me. Sorry, ladies. That's an insult to you. That's the woman. The thing that causes all the effing problems. Okay? You see this thing way down at the very bottom? That's where we're at. Okay? So this thing is like a schematic. It shows you how everything is hooked together. But what's interesting is you're going to see this particular schematic carved in somebody's stomach in a very famous murder case that they pinned on some goofy little bastard called Charles Manson. And here we have this is the La Bianca murders, which happened a day or two later, I believe. You can see that the word war is carved in the guy's stomach. Okay? Well, it doesn't take much of an imagination to understand that there's a specific group of people that hates us. Okay? Who are affiliated with another specific group that went around and taught everybody that you're going to accept our money or we're going to murder you. Remember the video I did? You're a human and not a golem? Okay, starting to catch on? So let's take a little bit closer look at that word there. Incidentally, it says war, so they're giving you a message. Now here, if we isolate the W, which really becomes the seal of Saturn, well, I mean, come on. All we got to do is flip it on its side and draw a line through it, and what are you going to get? You're going to get the same thing as before, the Kabbalistic tree of life. Okay, so here we did. We flipped it on its side. Are you starting to see a connection here? We flipped it on its side, and I'll start filling it in for you, and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. So we're going to connect all the dots. We're going to use the exact same colors, exact same points, and you have 10. And 10 is exactly how many points you have on the Kabbalistic tree of life. Okay? So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to address why is this word war carved into this man's stomach. And we're going to get to that right now. So here it says that Manson wanted to start a race war. Well, he did. But what people don't understand is that Charles Manson wanted to usher in the golden age of Saturn, the return to the golden age of Saturn. They're trying to kick it off, it appears to me, a bit prematurely. And so what they do is they use the black man as a symbol for Saturn because of his color is black and because he's kept in a state of chaos intentionally, not because he's stupid, but because of their religious beliefs and spiritual beliefs. The black man's been treated worse than any other human being on this planet. Yes, I said human being. Gosh golly, shouldn't say that word. No. Well, that and the big J, which is Jesus. Can't say those words, but don't say human. Shame on you. And so what the deal was is that was a huge sting operation to not only create fear and distrust. Look at the mid-'60s. That's when everything really started falling apart in the United States. Really started falling. The families were falling apart. The wives were going to work. Men were going to Vietnam. Now we had to throw in the distrust. And as you can see in the picture, Charles Manson has the Phoenician X on his head, which represents the bitch, the chaos, Saturn. And I don't think for fucking 1 minute that this cocksucker spent a day in jail. I don't think Sharon Tate is dead, given the circumstances and what the real thing is that's going on here. And the people that were supposedly murdered that were people of influence. Abigail Folger, who was the heiress for the Folger Coffee fortune. I don't believe any of these people are fucking dead. They dress this silly cocksucker up every single time you see him. They look like a nut, and when there's cameras go off, they take off the fucking wig, he pulls off or shaves off the beard and walks out the back fucking door. You have been had. We have all been had. And there's one group, and one group only, that keeps claiming to be the children of Israel, which comes down to the children of Saturn, which means they believe that they are the children of the offspring of the Phoenicians, which are the fallen angels, and that is only one group, and one group only. And unfortunately, all of these symbols go back to the cube. And if we look at the seal of Saturn, you will see that when we connect the lines in a different way, you are going to find out that it is what many have suspected. And I'm not going to stick my foot in my mouth and say everything is an absolute, because I could be completely wrong, although I don't think that I am. Symbols don't lie. Judge for yourself. If we connect 2 more points to the seal of Saturn and we turn it on its side, what do we get? We get this. And here we have Charles Manson standing in front of an interviewer or whatever, dressed in his purple shirt. How interesting. You know, I got news for you. If this man was as crazy as they said, number one, he would be handcuffed. He would not be able to jump around. There would be 2 guys about the size of a door standing on either side of that guy with billy clubs ready to beat his fucking ass. This whole Manson thing is a lie. Sharon Tate is not dead. None of those people were dead. They were high-caliber, rich people that are all part of the organization that is trying to set you up for you to be murdered and for the rest of the world to fall. Nice beard, how he's got that split in the middle. You gotta like that. Gee whiz, I think that doesn't that make a V pointing up? Yeah, Charles Manson just happened to pick a purple sweater, a purple shirt for his interview. Okay, believe me, those hand signals that he's making have nothing to do with what he's talking about. He's conveying a message that only the elite will understand. All of that was made up. It's bullshit. We've all been screwed. Wake up and understand there's an agenda to rid the world of us because it's being run by somebody else.